Radio for the funnest way to start your day. The Carnival Breakfast Show. Dig in.
It is a beautiful morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio. And this is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Oyo. Good morning and welcome once again. As you all know, before we proceed on the business of the day, I would love to ask you how was night. I hope you had a wonderful night rest and you have a beautiful plan for today. I hope today will not just go like that. I hope you will do something tangible, something you could look back and say, wow, I did this, I achieved this today. Please, if you have not done that, please do so. Please schedule a plan, draft it out how you want today to go. All right. I have different newspaper with me this morning. I have the Punch newspaper, I have the Post, I have the Nation, and I have the Vanguard newspaper. And each of them are with interesting stories from the Punch newspaper. Alleged coup plot. Saiva, 5 orders arraigned. Officers' wives seek justice. From the Vanguard newspaper, Kano governor nominate Garu as deputy. From the Nation newspaper, NAFDAC set up task force to fight fake drugs in Kano. And reading this from the Post newspaper, Adelabu set to resign as power minister over Governor Abintion. Now to the news and details. Alleged coup plot. Saver, 5 orders arraigned. Officers' wives seek justice. The federal government will today, Wednesday, arraign 6 individuals, including 2 retired senior military officers and a serving police inspector, before the Federal High Court in Abuja over an alleged plot to wage war against Nigeria and overthrow the president. The defendant, retired Major General Muhammad Ibrahim Ghana, retired Naval Captain Erasmus Ochegobia Victor, Inspector Hamed Ibrahim, Zekeri Umuro, Bukar Kashim, Goni, and Abdulkarir Sani are billed to appear before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik. Also named in the charge but said to be at large is former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Tamipire Saiva. The defendants are facing 13 counts bordering on conspiracy, attempt to commit treason, terrorism, failure to disclose security intelligence, financing terrorism, and money laundering. The charge filed on Monday by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and signed by the Director of Public Prosecutions, Rotimi Oyedepo San, accused them of offenses ranging from alleged attempt to overthrow the government to terrorism-related financing. According to the prosecution, the defendant allegedly conspired in 2025 to levy war against the state to overpower the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They are also accused of failing to report alleged knowledge of a planned treasonable act involving one Colonel Mohammed Al-Hassan Mahaji and others. The government further alleged that the defendants, knowing that a treasonable act was intended to be committed, did not give information thereof with all reasonable dispatch to either the president or a peace officer. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. Alleged coup plot. Saver. 5 orders arraigned. Officers' wives seek justice. Moving to The Nation, a newspaper, is where Kano governor nominates Garo as deputy. Carnival State Governor Haba Yusuf has transmitted the name of Alhaji Muritala Garo to the Kano State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation as deputy governor. The nomination was contained in a statement issued on Wednesday by the governor's chief press secretary, Mustafa Muhammad. According to the statement, the nomination was made in accordance with Section 191, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, which empowers a governor to nominate a deputy governor in the event of a vacancy. The position became vacant following the voluntary resignation of the former deputy governor, Abdusalam Gwazo, on March 27, 2026. The governor said the nomination followed wide consultation with key stakeholders across the state. Muhammad described the nominee as a seasoned political administrator with over 2 decades of experience in both elective and appointed positions. He said the 48-year-old politician had served as state organizing secretary of his party, special advisor to the Kano State Governor, and elected chairman of Kabul local government area. For more details, please visit The Nation newspaper. Kano Governor nominates Garo as deputy. And here is another interesting story from the Vanguard newspaper, and I trust you love this story. It's where NAFDAC set up task force to fight fake drugs in Kano. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control on Tuesday inaugurated a 7-member task force in Kano State to tackle the circulation of fake, counterfeit, and unwholesome food products and drugs. Speaking at the event, the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Deyeye, described the initiative as a strategic move to strengthen enforcement against substandard regulated products and protect public health. Deyeye, who was represented by the NAFDAC Director, Northwest Zone, Kaduna, Frande Nati Mullah, said the task force would operate under the agency's investigation and enforcement directorate as a federal operational arm. She warned that counterfeit drugs and unsafe foods pose serious public health risk, undermine confidence in the healthcare system, and threaten national development and economic stability if not decisively addressed. The DG explained that the task force would undertake intelligence gathering, surveillance, enforcement operations, seizure of illegal products, arrest and prosecution of offenders, as well as public sensitization to curb the spread of fake products. For more details, please visit the Vanguard newspaper. NAFDAC set up task force to fight fake drugs in Kano. On to the last story on the newspaper review of this morning, and I read from the Post newspaper, and is where Adelabu set to resign as power minister over Gov Abintion. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, is set to resign his position after securing President Bola Tinubu's consent to pursue his governorship ambition in Oyo State. The news may report that the development followed a meeting between the minister and the president on Tuesday at the presidential villa, Abuja, where Adelabu presented a comprehensive briefing on his stewardship of the power sector over the past 2.5 years. A statement signed by a special advisor on strategic communications and media relations, Bolaji Tunji, on Tuesday, noted that a central highlight of the engagement was the representation and presentation of the National Integrated Electricity Policy and its accompanying strategic implementation plan. The minister was said to have outlined milestones recorded under his leadership, including efforts to stabilize electricity generation, strengthen transmission capacity, and implement reforms aimed at enhancing efficiency and service delivery across the power sector value chain. The statement disclosed that the minister would soon step down from office. The timing of the anticipated resignation, according to the statement, reflects efforts to ensure continuity in ongoing reforms. To be recalled that the president had earlier instructed all appointees who wanted to contest to resign on or before March 31. The statement read that during the meeting with Tinubu, Adelabu presented a comprehensive report on his stewardship. For more details, please visit The Nation and the Post newspaper. Adelabu set to resign as Power Minister over Gov Abinshin. To bring newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of headlines. Alleged coup plot. Saver, 5 orders arraigned. Officers' wives seek justice. Kano governor nominates Garo as deputy. NAFDAC set up task force to fight fake drugs in Kano. Adelabu said to resign as power minister over Gov Abinshin. And with that, we've come to the end of this paper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and App iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyokola. Good morning and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.